Choosing the right hunting knife before your next trip can mean the difference between a clean, efficient field dressing experience and unnecessary frustration when every second matters. In this video, we're counting down 5 standout options that deliver dependable performance, lasting sharpness, and real-world value. Stick around until the end, because our overall winner might not be the knife you expect, and you'll find links to every product in the description below. Starting off at number 5, it's easy to focus on blade sharpness alone, but that can become a costly mistake once the conditions change. A knife that handles meat perfectly may struggle the moment you encounter rope, thick hide, or dense brush. That's exactly where the Grandway hunting knife earns its place. Instead of forcing you to carry multiple tools, its razor-sharp primary edge works alongside a partially serrated section, giving you flexibility when the job suddenly changes. The full tang construction adds reassuring strength whenever heavier cutting requires extra leverage, while the textured rubber handle helps you maintain control when moisture makes gripping more difficult. Here's a useful buying tip. Serrated edges usually outperform straight blades on fibrous materials, while a plain edge still provides cleaner slicing during field dressing, making this combination especially practical for hunters who never know what they'll face. The only compromise is that serrated sections require a little more patience when sharpening. If versatility matters more than specialization, this is a smart place to begin. But the next knife solves an entirely different challenge that larger game hunters understand immediately. Coming in at number 4, longer blades often sound impressive until you're carrying one all day. Extra length only becomes valuable when it actually improves your experience instead of creating unnecessary bulk. The Mossy Oak Hunting Knife makes that extra reach count. Its extended clip point design allows you to work deeper and more comfortably on larger game while still offering the control needed for careful cuts. Beyond field dressing, the sawback expands its usefulness around camp, helping tackle branches and tougher outdoor chores without putting unnecessary wear on your primary cutting edge. Here's something worth remembering before buying. Longer blades generally perform better on bigger animals, while shorter knives usually feel quicker during delicate work. Choosing the right length depends far more on your typical hunting style than simply selecting the largest blade available. Naturally, that additional reach comes with extra weight, which lightweight backpackers may notice during longer hikes. Even so, if your trips combine hunting, camping, and survival tasks, this knife brings welcome versatility before our next contender raises the bar through a completely different strength. Taking the third position is the Gerber Hunting Knife, and this is where the conversation shifts beyond cutting performance alone. Sometimes the biggest problem isn't the knife, it's everything that happens after your edge begins to dull or the weather suddenly changes. That's where this design separates itself from the rest. Alongside dependable cutting ability, it integrates practical survival tools that continue working long after a standard knife reaches its limits. The built-in sharpener helps restore your edge without ending the day's hunt, while the included fire starter provides another layer of preparedness when conditions unexpectedly turn against you. Here's a valuable insight. Multi-purpose designs often replace several separate tools, reducing pack weight while increasing capability during longer trips. Dedicated hunting knives can certainly feel faster for specialized cutting, but this balanced approach rewards anyone who values versatility alongside dependable performance. If one of these knives catches your attention, you'll find quick links waiting in the description below to help you compare today's options. Even with all that practicality, the next knife earns an even higher position because of one quality experienced hunters never underestimate. Holding the number 2 spot is the Gerber Hunting Knife. Sometimes the greatest advantage isn't adding more features, it's removing unnecessary complexity altogether. When your focus belongs entirely on the task ahead, dependable construction becomes priceless. That's exactly what makes this knife so respected. Its classic fixed blade design emphasizes proven reliability, delivering consistent handling through repeated use, while the leather sheath keeps it protected, secure, and ready whenever you need it. Here's an overlooked buying tip. Simpler fixed blade designs often outlast feature-packed alternatives simply because there are fewer moving parts that can fail in demanding outdoor environments. Of course, that straightforward approach also means giving up integrated survival extras found on certain competitors. For hunters who prefer rugged reliability over multi-tool convenience, that's a worthwhile trade. Still, one final knife manages to combine refined craftsmanship with practical field performance in a way that ultimately earns the highest ranking. Finally, we arrive at the BIGCAT ROAR Hunting Knife. Outstanding performance isn't measured only by how sharp a blade feels on day one, it's measured by how confidently you can control every cut from beginning to end. This knife brings that balance beautifully through its hand-forged Damascus blade, delivering excellent edge retention while offering the distinctive craftsmanship that makes Damascus steel so admired. The ergonomic walnut handle remains comfortable during longer sessions, helping reduce fatigue while maintaining a secure grip, and the leather sheath keeps deployment fast whenever the moment arrives. Here's another useful buying tip. Quality Damascus steel is valued not only for its appearance, but also because it can provide excellent cutting longevity when properly maintained. The trade-off is that premium blades deserve regular care to preserve both performance and finish. If precision, versatility, and timeless craftsmanship sit at the top of your priority list, this knife delivers an impressive overall package and earns its place at the top of today's ranking. After comparing every option, however, our winner is the Gerber Hunting Knife. Although it finished third in the ranking, its combination of dependable cutting performance, integrated sharpener, fire starter, and practical survival features creates the strongest overall balance for hunters who want one knife capable of adapting to changing conditions without carrying extra gear. BIGCAT ROAR stands out for premium craftsmanship and refined precision. Ka-Bar remains an excellent choice for anyone who values proven durability above added features. Mossy Oak is particularly well suited for larger game and versatile camp use, while Grandway delivers impressive flexibility and value for budget-conscious buyers. No matter which one matches your hunting style, you'll find links to every knife featured in the description below. Let us know which model would earn a place on your belt or share your experience if you've already used one of these knives. The right equipment doesn't just improve your hunt, it transforms preparation into confidence and every successful outing into another lesson worth building on.